Hi there and welcome. This is Leslie. I got tagged recently by Dawn at South Paw Bushcraft, and so I'm responding to that. And it had to do with questions about things you cook. So the first question was, what is your favorite crock pot meal? Well, that one's an easy one for me because it's a take on my grandmother's pork roast, any kind of pork roast. I take it and I take a sharp little knife and I run holes down in the pork roast and then push in slivers of garlic, finish seasoning it the way I would, toss it in the crock pot. It doesn't get better. It's my favorite thing. And the second question was, what's your neatest, tidiest cleanup kind of meal? That would be my pork roast in a crock pot because I use a crock pot liner bag. So, I've got the roast in there, whatever vegetables I may have decided to toss in. It's full of juice. I take all of that out, pick up the bag. The crock pot is clean. Take the bag over and slit a little corner in it and let all the juice run into a pot to make gravy. Doesn't get better, doesn't get easier. So, the next question was, what's your favorite Pinterest meal? I don't have one. There are lots and lots of great recipes on Pinterest, but what I would say, look for Dallas Lombard on Pinterest. That man has got some amazing, amazing recipes. He's a personal friend of mine and he's got a great site. Even if I didn't know him, it's a great site. So check out Dallas Lombard on Pinterest if you want to just rake in some really good recipes. And let's see, what was the fourth thing? What's your healthy meal? Are you kidding me? If it's not a cardiovascular holocaust, I don't usually eat it. So this one's a toughie. The closest I come to a healthy meal probably is salmon just cooked under the broiler in the oven with a pat of butter, some salt and pepper, maybe a little lemon. And of course I like rice with it. Rice is healthy, right? With a pat of butter and maybe some sour cream. So anyway, forget about that whole healthy meal thing. Are you kidding me? Now, favorite soup. Now this is a hard one because I love soup. I don't care what time of year it is, but when it starts to cool off, I really love soup. I love broccoli and cheese soup. Have you noticed that maybe that dairy is a real major food group for me? My attitude in cooking is if it doesn't need more garlic, it probably needs more cheese or cream or butter or sour cream or milk or heavy cream, or I mentioned butter and cheese. So I like broccoli and cheese soup. I like cauliflower and cheese soup. I make a killer chicken and noodle soup. I love things like oyster stew, clam chowder, potato soup with bacon in it. Notice these are mostly cream soups. I don't know if I can sneak chicken and dumplings in as a soup. If you put enough broth in, maybe. But my all-time favorite soup is a recipe I got from a friend of mine, and it is a creamy artichoke and leek soup. You puree it up, after you've cooked the artichoke hearts and the leeks, and throw some mascarpone to it. That I don't have very often. Takes a little preparation and planning, but that is my favorite soup. So, number 6, the most unusual thing that I cook. I know if you ask my granddaughter, she'd say it was the rabbit and dumplings I gave her last week. She's over there listening to me right now. she shrieked and ran to her room. I made her come back and eat her rabbit and dumplings, which she allowed was very good. So it's the most unusual thing I've made lately. I promised her that I wouldn't make her eat squirrel and dumplings because she says they're too cute and fluffy. I like fluffy dumplings. And I told her I didn't know where to get a squirrel anyway, so she's okay on that for now. My favorite pasta. I like lots and lots of pasta dishes, but probably my favorite is mac and cheese. Almost any kind of mac and cheese. Baked, creamy, with herbs, you name it. You take macaroni and cheese and you put it together, and pretty much, even if you're not good at making macaroni and cheese, I will probably eat it. Now, last on the list was the dish that you tend to take to potlucks. That's an easy one. Now if it's breakfast, I just make kind of sausage and cheese biscuits. But my real main potluck meal is yellow squash casserole with cheese. Yeah, lots of cheese. A couple different kinds of cheeses, and it's really, really good. Always a hit. So I don't usually, even though I take a lot, I don't usually bring any home. So that's usually a pretty good sign. Okay, well, I think I'm finished here. I suppose I'm supposed to tag some people. And I think I'll tag Really Big Monkey 1 to tell me what his favorite things are, answer these questions. And also, of course, I've got to know what Sunset Bay Bonnie's ideas on this are. I think she's probably a really good cook. And I think I'm going to tag Mrs. Wolfe at our half-acre homestead. So I think all three of those might be very interesting. Thank you, and Dawn, thank you for the tag. And I'll see all of you a little later. Bye-bye.